Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It's Ice Armor by Clam weather, and we're fishing on the mighty Mississippi River in Red Wing, Minnesota. Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Hey, hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish. Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
What do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, on the mighty Mississippi with Jeremiah Luhmann, who's one of the top guides up here in Red Wing, Minnesota. Always good to see you, sir.
You as well.
Hey, one of the things I want to talk about before we talk about what we're fishing for today, this is kind of unique here because you can basically open water fish this most of the winter, right?
Yeah, as long as it's warm enough to be out here, you definitely can be out here. Yeah, it doesn't freeze, we'll just put it that way. You might get a little pancake ice if it gets brutally cold out here, but other than that, it's free reign, and our walleye sauger season doesn't close at all, just being it's border water, so there's no closure. You can come out here and fish for whatever species you want throughout the winter.
That's pretty cool. And today what we're going to do is we're going to do some trolling for walleyes and saugers to start out. And this is kind of a unique rig here. Let's show first of all this big old sinker, and that sits on the bottom?
Yeah, what this is, it's basically a three-way system, and then we're just going to be dragging what they call a stick bait around. Was just basically a crankbait with a small lip on it. Doesn't dive very deep, and you're just going to pull that upstream slowly against the current. The sinker just bounces along, and the crankbait down there vibrates and does what it's supposed to do, and put it in a rod holder, rod bends over, and you reel them in. Pretty simple.
I kind of like this. I get to sit back, relax, and catch a walleye?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, that's cool. Hey folks, so show you more about what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. Well, it's fall. It's time to start thinking about ice fishing. I'm with Captain Mike Patterson, the #1 ice guide on Lake Erie. Mike, we're looking at some video right now of you on your ATV going through huge heaves, cracks, crevices. You drive 12 miles a day. That makes me wonder why you use Jiffy augers.
Well, I need them to work, and we're so hard on stuff, we need real reliable, tough products.
And when you're going over heaves and whatever, that auger's bouncing up and down, it falls off the ATV once in a while. Have you ever had a Jiffy fail?
Never had it fail.
Jiffies are
tough
and
reliable.
40 years ago, Dave Gens had an idea that would change the sport of ice fishing. The Fish Trap Flip-Over Portable Ice Shelter, providing protection as well as mobility to anglers. Today, the concept remains, but the original clamfish trap has evolved, made with premium thermal fabrics, heavy-duty tubs, and easy-to-use pole systems. After 40 years, there's still only one original fish trap. Watch the full story at clamoutdoors.com.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As we talked about at the top of the program, we're on the Mississippi River in Red Wing, Minnesota. Kind of a chilly day, but that's what you expect this time of year in the Midwest. Jeremiah, come on over, buddy. And you let that hit the bottom and then just let a little more line out?
That's correct, yep. You just want to get the sinker to the bottom, let a little extra line out just for the resistance of going upstream, and stick her in the rod holder and wait for the fish to bite.
That's pretty cool. And this time of the year, you've got quite a population of saugers up here too with the walleyes?
Yeah, there's a lot of saugers that are up this way. We're up towards the dam area right now, but from here all the way down to Lake Pepin, even into Lake Pepin, there's just fish everywhere.
Whoa, what did that take us? About what, 5 minutes?
Not very long.
Oh yeah, I like the nice light rods you're using here too, Jeremiah. That's pretty cool, buddy.
Yeah, that soft tip really helps fight those
Oh
fish.
yeah, that is fun. Oh yeah, there we go. What do we got there to start our day? That's a sauger, huh?
Sauger, yeah.
Now that is what, about a 15-inch sauger right there. And tell the folks how you can tell the difference between a walleye and a sauger, Jeremiah.
The biggest thing is their dorsal fin here. A sauger will have these black spots on here,
Okay.
and then the walleye will be solid bars on there. Plus the saugers don't really have a white tip on their tail, and the walleyes do.
Hey, I'm still trying to open the live well. You got another one on?
I got one on here.
All right, this is so cool, folks. And is it always this fast, Jeremiah?
Yeah, it can be. Sometimes it's slower, you know how fishing is, but yeah, once you find the school of them and get them dialed in, it can be, I mean, you can get 40, 50, 60 fish plus a day. You know, this is a lot of fun fishing this way, and it's easy too, so.
Well, I haven't seen them yet. This one might be a little bit bigger. Let's see what we got here. We have ourselves, ooh, you need the net for that guy?
Swinging quick, I think.
Slow, I like the old swinging. Now turn around with that guy. That is a beautiful sauger right there, buddy.
Yeah, another, that
Look
one's
at
probably close to 15 and a half, 16.
And the saugers, they taste the same as the walleyes?
Yeah, you can't taste the difference. Same type of meat texture and white flaky meat. Yeah, they're real good eating, definitely.
You know what I always tell people?
What's
The
that?
Mississippi River walleyes and saugers are some of my favorite to eat. For some reason, they're really, really good, aren't they?
Especially out of this cold water, you can't beat them.
I got one on now, too. You got one on?
I got one too, we're doubled up.
Double header, man. I'll
Nice.
tell you what, this is we've only been out here, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, not very long.
Okay, here's mine. There we go, another good eater size sauger there. All right, let's see what you got.
There's another eater.
Oh, look at, hold those up together. I got kind of a mess here for you.
Yeah, all right.
But again, folks, those saugers are so good to eat. And you can catch these fish December, January, February, huh?
Yeah, you'll catch them through the winter.
Now, when you're doing this type of trolling, do you want to troll into the current?
Yeah, we're trolling upstream. Basically, you're just kind of zigzagging around on the current seam, going upstream real slow. Just kind of in and out off the edge of it, and the active fish are just laying on the edge of it, catching bait coming by and whatever else. So yeah, you're just barely creeping upstream and zigzagging in and out.
Hey, Jeremiah, what a perfect deal this is for your customers, huh?
Yeah, it definitely is. It's, you know, you couldn't ask for much easier fishing.
Ooh, look at that. Look at, whoa, I got, darn it, all the hair. Now, folks.
All right, we got her. Here's a
You
big
are
one,
going to
sauger.
see a major league sauger right here,
Here,
folks.
let me try to get him out.
Yeah,
of
no,
there.
I mean, that is, look at the width on that thing.
This one's been eating good.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a beauty there.
Hold that one out real high near your face there, and we'll get a look at it. Hold him the other way. Yeah, hold him this way so we can see his tummy.
All right,
Now
yeah.
that is a tummy right there.
That one's been eating a bunch of gizzard shad there.
So that's what these guys feed on, the saugers?
Yeah, primarily they're more of a gizzard shad. That's their main forage.
That's
definitely.
a beautiful fish, man.
Yes, it is. That was fun. That was...
Nicely done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey folks, once in a while you gotta take a break from fishing to help some people out. We got some buddies of ours back here from Iowa, and they're having motor problems, and we're towing them back in. But that, you gotta do that, don't you think, Jeremiah?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you never know when you're going to need some help the next time, so you got to pass it forward. You know, you gotta create that good karma, and who knows, might end up, the karma might get you a big walleye in the end.
Well, they got a limit of walleyes today. Our buddies, the Davenport, Iowa, and they watch our show on NBC Sports in Chicago. Wave, guys. Well, we switched gears here a little bit. We towed that boat in, and you wanted to try dragging some plastic with the bow mount, huh?
Yeah, doing a little Dubuque rigging, they call this.
Now, are you going to need the net for this guy?
I think we might need the net for it, actually.
Ooh, that's a beautiful walleye. Look at that guy, folks. All right. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done, man.
All right.
So pulling plastic, and you know, that's a real popular thing up here, isn't it?
Yeah, we do a lot of plastics on the Mississippi River here. Look at that one. He's got a bunch of cold water warts on him already.
Yeah, and that's interesting to point that out. Those are cold water warts, and that does no harm to the fish at all, right?
No, it doesn't. It's something they develop. I actually don't remember what the meaning is behind it. I've read up on it, but it doesn't hurt the fish at all.
Yeah. But that's a gorgeous walleye right there. Is that about the average size that you're going to get on the walleyes?
Yeah, we get a lot of them like that. We get a lot of a lot bigger ones as well. So
You again, huh?
yeah, fish
All
on.
right, buddy. Well, I'm going to get that clam out. I'll tell you what, folks, it is cold. You feel that cold, damp wind?
Yes, it's not real pleasant out here right now.
Look at the rod bending, though. When you're catching walleyes, though, it does warm you up, right?
Definitely does.
Okay,
All right.
man. And that's a relaxing way to fish, too, pulling the plastics.
Yeah,
Ooh,
definitely.
there you go. There's another nice walleye.
Yeah,
You
little
know what
chunky
really
walleye
gets
there.
me, though, here, which is really, really cool, is the width of your fish, you know?
They definitely eat well.
I mean, take a look at the width on this fish. I mean, look at that. Now that's a fatty, isn't it? And again, I want to reiterate to the folks that there's saugers and walleyes up here all winter long. Huh?
There is. They're all mixed in with each other. You never know which one you're going to catch, so it's kind of a fun deal.
We were fishing the Mississippi River in Wabasha and Red Wing, Minnesota. A 4.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 5.5 hours from Chicago, and 1 hour from Minneapolis.
We are hooked up on another one. Today we're out here fishing the Acme Hyper Rip. Nice chunker there on the Hyper Rip. Thing's got a hole in the top and the bottom of it, so it kind of displaces water. A lot different than your normal rattle bait. When this thing falls on a slow fall, the thing's gonna shimmy back side to side, and that's exactly when this one hit it. I was just kind of rocking it back and forth, dropped the rod, and the fish was on.
Time to get out and play. AMSOIL delivers the ultimate protection for your vehicles and equipment. Fast, free shipping right to your door. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $100 and shipping is on us. Order now at amsoil.com.
Don't be afraid. This is your first time in 3 to 4 foot waves. In big water, you want the reliability that Johnson Pump delivers. For over 50 years, Johnson Pump has been a leader in marine pump technology. Today in Rockford, Illinois, they continue to be the choice. They have the largest capacity range in the industry, and the cartridge pumps can be replaced in seconds, even on the water. Now that's Johnson Pump dependability. Johnson Pump also makes the most advanced aeration systems to keep your bait and fish alive.
Now that's a crappie.
Our AquaJet washdown system has the strongest PSI available to keep your boat clean. Johnson Pump, reliability on board. You know what I'm learning, folks, that there is a touch to this, and what we're doing is dragging 2 jigs with plastic on it, but you got to just keep the right bottom contact, don't you?
Yeah, you just want to just enough to where you just drag it on the bottom. You don't want to plow the bottom.
Is this not? Oh, that yeah.
I can just flip this
Watch
one.
the flipping. Is this a sauger?
Another walleye.
Oh, look at the width of that.
Probably
Look at
about
that.
a 16 incher.
Hey, want to mention too, you know, we were talking about your favorite months to fish here. When you're guiding in March, April, and May, that's big fish time.
Yeah, definitely. You can get some of the largest fish of the season in the early spring, you know, your pre-spawn ones, and then when they hit the post-spawn there, and in May, they really put the feed bag on so you can catch a lot of big fish then as well.
Now, Jeremiah, I know that your guide service is really busy then, so people should book now for, when do you usually start that spring guiding?
Usually when it starts to get a little warmer, so typically it's going to be around the end of March.
Oh, look at this. He is putting on a clinic here, folks. He is absolutely putting on a clinic. And it's getting pretty dang cold, as I said before. We're going to head in pretty soon, aren't we?
We're going to get going. I don't know, the fish keep biting.
I know, you're going to need the net for this guy. Do I got to cut? Oh, look at that. Look at that flipping in that beautiful walleye there.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
What a beauty.
Oh, I just can't get over this, man. You guys are so spoiled up here on the Mississippi.
Yeah, we've got a lot of really nice, healthy fish on here, definitely.
You know, Jeremiah, I don't spend enough time up here with you, you know, and we had a couple of problems this year getting together with the COVID deal and everything else, but it's not just walleyes. I mean, this pool has great crappie, bluegill, everything, right?
We got about anything you want to catch on the river down here. Yep, pan fishing's phenomenal. As you see, the walleye and sauger fishing's great. We got big northern northern pike, we got bass fishing, and it's a pretty special place, that's for sure.
You know, if it wasn't so cold, I'd stay out longer, and these fish do bite after dark too, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. It can be a great bite after dark up here, but like you said, it's starting to get a little chilly.
How about a Johnsonville and fish tomorrow morning?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. Save $20 on a Jiffy Model 30 gas ice auger on sale for $299.99.
Well, day 2 got down to 13 degrees last night, Jeremiah, but that proves the point that you can fish here year-round. And actually, there's a power plant above the dam, and that's why this river stays open all winter?
Yeah, what happens is they discharge their water that they use for their cooling a few degrees above the water temperature. It'd be above freezing, so that's why it stays open here, correct?
Well, we were pulling the plastics last night when we caught those beautiful walleyes, and they're using actually a current cutter jig. But that's that Caitlin's grub, the tickle tail. You like the looks of that?
That's a beautiful looking plastic there, yeah. Walleye killer.
Yeah, and we pull with the bow mount upstream.
That's correct.
Oh, I got one on here, man. I'll tell you what, it is below freezing out, but with the sun and no wind, it is absolutely a gorgeous day. Hey, look at that, a turtle. I caught a turtle. Hey. Oh, he got away. Darn it, I wanted to hold him off. Is that unusual? They'll hit the Caitlin's?
Yeah, you'll get turtles once in a while here in the river.
That was a turtle.
Yes, it was.
Hey, here we go. I'll tell you what. Ryan, the photographer, was holding the rod there because I was jigging out front, and he handed me this rod, and it feels like a pretty good fish. And Ryan, I think that might be on your Caitlin's grub. Okay, Ryan, there he is. All right. Hold that walleye up right there, will you, please? Again, Jeremiah, the build on these fish. And you know, you and I were talking before when we were trolling, and you have fished this stretch of river all your life. And you tell me, and I believe in this, you think this is the best sauger water in the entire state?
I think, honestly, our area down here, we have the biggest quality size sauger. Definitely. I have fished a lot of places that have saugers, and this is by far the biggest saugers that you can find.
Here we go. Like I said before, Ryan caught that last fish. What do I got here? A smallmouth bass. That's kind of weird. But no, Ryan's dragging the bait there, and I'm just throwing out a jerk minnow there. And yeah, nice fatty smallmouth bass. You get them big here, they must be pretty fat, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's not bad. Well, we went to do some of that, what we were doing yesterday, that bottom bouncing trolling, and it doesn't take long to get bit doing that, does it, Jeremiah?
No, it's pretty quick. We haven't been doing it very long.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't know, can you grab them there, buddy? I'm kind of holding on. There you go.
Walleye.
Look at that. That's a walleye?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell the folks, when you come out and do this, you're actually going to get more saugers in this deeper water than you are walleyes, right?
Yeah, typically you're going to get more saugers, but the walleyes definitely will hang out here as well. But it was more of a sauger technique in this deeper water.
And I'll tell you what, folks, too, if you're going to eat a walleye, that's the perfect size, about 15 and a half, 16 right there.
Wonderful eating fish right there.
Now, you cleaned these yesterday, and I'll tell you what, folks, I eat fish from all over the Midwest. I think your Mississippi walleyes are some of the best.
They are. I believe that myself. I've eaten them all over, and I really agree with you.
Yeah, what a relaxing way for you to take clients fishing. You just sit here and watch the rod.
When it bends
and when
over,
it goes, you grab it.
Yeah.
And this is a fun fight. Look at that. Wow, he's battling me.
Get quite the bend on that rod.
Oh, yeah. Look at the size of that big sauger.
Keep her coming.
I'm coming. Nice. Holy cow.
That's a big old sauger there.
Now, folks, when you see the size of this sauger, you aren't going to believe it. And that is a jumbo. Let's actually get him right up there. Yeah. Whoa, look at the body on that thing.
Well, that's a good solid, probably 19-inch plus.
The state record in Wisconsin isn't that big.
Yeah.
You know?
That's probably got to be a good 19 inches, I bet.
Look at the gut on that thing. That is incredible.
Well, you wanted a big one, we got you a big one.
Hey, one thing I want to talk about too, as we get later into winter, folks, and the runoff stops, this water gets crystal clear and these fish are actually tougher to catch.
Yeah, it turns to be just almost jing clear. We'll get 7, 8, 9 foot clarity, and then in the winter time it gets a little tougher. You got to kind of play your low light periods to get them to bite.
Yeah, low light or even at night. But look at that, folks. Look at that. The methods are the same, though, in that clear water?
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
Look at that. I mean, that's one of the biggest saugers I've ever caught. It's kind of interesting. You see everything on the Mississippi River, but here's a tugboat that's pushing 4 barges. And what are all those seagulls doing behind that barge there?
Well, what's happening is the turbines behind the barge are stirring up all the bait fish up in the lock. So all the shad is getting stirred up and the seagulls are diving down, being opportunistic, eating all the shad that is kicking up.
There's that many shad in here?
Yeah, there's huge amounts of shad up in that lock.
Yeah, but that's incredible. So those seagulls will follow that all the way down eating shad?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool.
The new delicious Johnsonville sausage strips are now available. My dad and I love cooking them with our eggs in the morning, but there's also so many different ways you can cook the Johnsonville sausage strips. Recipes, go to sausagestrips.com.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
Oh, I was just taking mine off and you got another one on.
Yeah, fast and furious.
And again, you know, I want to talk a little bit about, oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, there's another
Look,
good one.
hold them up towards your face there so the folks at home can see. I mean, there's another beautiful sauger. But one thing I want to talk about is the depth that you're trolling. It's not so much the depth, it's the current seam.
Yeah, we aren't concerned what the depth of the water is. All these fish are relating to these current seams, so the breaks of the current. They're going to hide on the edge of that, and they'll dart out into the heavy current, get the minnows and bait that are coming by, and then once they get their food, they get back into the calmer water so they don't expend so much energy.
Folks, this is as fast as you're watching it on TV. We put them down, they hit it, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah, it's bang, 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 steady, steady, steady.
Now, you talked about the current seam before, but just out of interest, we're fishing in how deep?
We're at about 20 and a half foot right now.
Okay, hold that.
Yeah,
there
another
you
nice,
go, buddy.
Another nice sauger.
Unbelievable fun, you know.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest. This week's first winner is Dean Knutson of Woodbury, Minnesota, caught this 15-inch crappie on Lake Ida using a Slurpee small fry. Ron Dahl of Salem, Wisconsin, caught this 21.5-inch bass on Lake Delavan using live bait. Dan Wilhelm of Green Bay, Wisconsin, caught this 30-inch walleye on the Fox River using a husky jerk. Paul and Terry Schauer of Waukesha, Wisconsin, caught this 49-inch lake trout on Lake Michigan using a meat rig. And this week's first kid winner is Tate Winder of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, caught this 22.5-inch bass on Spring Lakes using a popper frog. And Eli Davis of Eagle, Wisconsin, caught this 28-inch walleye in Squamigon Bay using a flicker minnow. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. Save $30 on the Vexilar Gens Pack Fish Locator on sale for $359.99 and 20% off the Acme Hyperglide Lures on sale starting at $639.
Hey, Jeremiah, look at the camera and smile. Come on, man. This has been a fun day.
How can you not smile?
Well, let's see here. What do we got?
Big old sauger.
What do we got there?
Big sauger.
Oh, you want me to net them?
Yeah, we only got them by one hook. We'll see how it works out.
Oh, come on. Be the Mississippi River guide I know. 39-degree water.
We got them.
There you go. That's another beauty, though.
All right.
And it's so neat, though, too, because I can see by fishing with you today that you can kind of target the saugers out in the deeper water or the current seam out here in the middle and go and target the walleye.
Yep, go a little shallower seam and get up on the walleyes. The saugers seem to be out a little bit deeper, that's for sure.
Ryan, the photographer, you and I are going to eat well because we each kept 4, right? Yep. Jeremiah Luhmann guides the Mississippi River on a daily basis. For more information, give Jeremiah a call. That phone number is 651-380-7278. Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From cutting back to cleaning up, Fleet Farm has everything you need to get your yard ready for fall. Whether you're giving the lawn one last feed, showing that woodpile who's boss, or powering through the leaves, there's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, I don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm. You won't believe what you'll find.
That feel like a big one?
Yeah, it feels like a nice one. Got some good head shakes to it.
Well, I haven't seen too many small walleyes on the old Mississippi this week.
This one's going to be a decent one. About here.
Oh, look at that walleye. I'm just amazed at the average size, and that's not uncommon, is it?
No, very common. Very common. Beautiful fish. Look at the colors on this one.
Well, hey, folks, get up here and fish with Jeremiah. This is a blast. And you know what I like? It's only like 4.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, a half hour from the Twin Cities, 5 hours from Chicago. Get up here and enjoy this.
Absolutely. It's great fishing, great time, and not very far from all the major big cities. So come on, have some fun.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.